Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso salam, welcome to the channel y'all, Cheshton yak shimash, good day y'all, ni ho annyeong, shalom y'all. So today I have got something a little bit kind of like vintagey retro meets now. So as you can see, I've got lots of lights in the studio. I've got these overhead spotlights. I've got a light over there in a cloth thing, like a photographic thing. I've got an LED one there, and then 4 lights in the main. So I've got a lot of lighting in here, but sometimes if I'm doing a video where you have to be directly over it, sometimes the spotlights don't work that well, and then I have to kind of like try and balance that hanging over. It can be a little bit of a pain. So what I wanted was an overhead light. Now, I could go out and buy something brighter, an LED or whatever, but I thought, let's have a look and see if I can do something a little bit so kind of more kind of vintagey, retro, something that I remember in my past. And I did. I had a little look on eBay and I came across something that really took me back. You would have seen from the title and from the picture of the video. But let me bring you guys a little bit closer and have a look and show you what's inside the box. Okay, so I got you overhead now, or close-ish anyway, so you can see inside the box. And I don't know if you initially know what these are. I have 2 of them here. So let me move the box out the way. These were all the fashion in the late 70s and parts of the 80s. And they are, they are pull-down lights. So you would fit this into the ceiling rose and there'd be a bracket. This one has the bracket, this one doesn't. Would have the bracket. And then you would, if it's up in the air, you could pull the light down low. And then you could also then lift it back up to its normal position. These were very popular in dining rooms because I remember we had one in our house. And also my mum's friend had one in her dining room. And whenever we'd go over there for dinner, and they'd, you know, do really nice dinners and whatever, and then she'd pull down, it was this, but it had a big glass bowl of a light shade that was white on the inside, and it was kind of like two-tone brown from lighter to darker on the outside, and it had a metal pull down lever, and then she'd pull it down lower over the dining table to make it more like a spotlight over the table. And it was just a treat. And my mum had one, Dad had one in their living room. There was no table underneath, but I really do remember it. So I had a look on eBay, and anyway I came across 2. So I thought this would be something that would be really fun that I could have fitted above the workstation over here, and then I could pull it down, and then, you know, you'd have good lighting directly above. Something a bit more novel and unusual. But unfortunately, so it came with, I got these, but they just didn't have the original light fitting at all. They would have possibly smashed. So it came with all the fittings to fit one in. So I thought, right, okay, let's have a look and see what I can do as a light shade. I've got 2. So I haven't unwrapped these yet. So I got one. And I got this one. So it's black, it's metal, thin metal, and it's black on the inside and black on the outside. So I don't even know if these are going to fit. Oh my gosh, just. Okay. I tried to look for something a bit kind of like retro. Let me tighten this up on the inside. Gosh. I think we're getting there. Right, okay, there. So that's basically it. And then you pull it down. And it would stay down. But this, I can see, is not heavy enough. It's making it go up. It's not staying all the way down. And the lights that were on them originally were very, very heavy glass. So, not really fussed on the brass and the brown, so I will use it, but put that to one side. Now let's take a look at this one. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, but still. Let's have a look. Now this one I really like is a glass one. I thought this is pretty vintage. Actually, yeah, that's got a bit of weight to it. Just chuck them out the way. Ka-choing. And we'll try this one. Ooh, just. I had a look for something that could possibly be like the original, but I didn't find anything at all. Okay, so let's try this one. Yes, that's better. Look, it's got weight to it, so it stays down, but then also goes back up. So that is absolutely perfect. Like I said, that'll be up on there, and then I can pull it down lower, and then have light directly over it then for filming. So that is fantastic. So it works. Yay! I'm chuffed with that. Really chuffed. Now, if I pull this cap over, I can see the wiring. I can see this mechanism, so you can tighten it. Yeah, so you can actually tighten it. I wonder if you can do that with this one. Let's try it the other way to loosen it. It's still too loose. This one's just too light, unfortunately. So I will leave that to one side. So this is the one that we're going to be using. So it's a bit dusty, so I need to give it a bit of a dust up. I'm not going to be doing anything else to it. Now, like I said, the thing that is missing is the bracket that holds it to the ceiling. So I've got loads of brackets. So what I'm going to do is have a look and see what I've got over there to make up a bracket. That shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I think I've got hooks that'll fit in there. Right, okay, so let me get a bucket of some with that. So let me get a bucket of soapy water so that we can give this a clean over, and I can go and have a rummage around for a method of attaching it to the ceiling. And then we're done. We'll fit it and have a look. Okay, so I forged together some bracket that will hold it in with strong wire. I am just going to give the outside of it a little bit of a clean up because I can see dust in there. You never know, maybe one day in the future I will find either an original light fitting to replace that one, or something which is very similar to what the original one was. But I remember the day my mum and dad had this fitted in their living room. It was the height of sophistication back then. Well, maybe not the height, but they were really popular. I'm just going to give these a think the people who had this before me might have been smokers, because there's a lot of, looks like nicotine staining on it. I mean, this would have been up on someone's ceiling for a very, very long time. You can't really get these for love nor money, or they do make modern ones, but they cost an absolute fortune. Probably would have got it from somewhere like Argos. British Home Stores. I know British Home Stores made these. Actually, I think British Home Stores is on the label of the other one. Okay, and this, give it a wipe. Right, okay. I am now going to fit this to the ceiling and connect it up to one of the existing lights that I already have there. So I'm going to do that now. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute when this is fitted. Okay, so there we go. It is done. It is now fitted, and I can pull it down. Not that I need it that low, but it goes down and stays down, and then I can pull it up. Now, I don't want the light on all the time, so what I've done is I fitted a spare Alexa bulb that I have. So, ta-da! And I can switch it on and off using the Hive app, or I can dim it down, or I can change the hue to natural white or more yellowy white. I'll put it a little bit not so yellow, but then I can dim it down, I can dim it up, I can dim it all the way, turn it up, or I can turn it right down low, or I can just simply turn it off when I'm not going to need it for videos. It does go up a little bit higher. It's just a little bit stiff, I think. There we go. It does go up a bit higher, so it's not sort of like looking at me like I'm going to be wearing a hat. So there we go. That is successful. I have now successfully fitted this light so that when I'm doing videos which are on top of the bench, which the next one is going to be, I can now pull down my light and have better lighting with the camera directly over using the camera arm, the flexible camera arm. So I'm really chuffed for that. A little bit of vintage, a little bit of history, a little bit of what I remember being younger in there as well. So I hope you've enjoyed. Just a silly little video for you today. I hope you've enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, y'all.